Some astronomers study the sun's behavior by visible light. Others use radio waves, which show a much broader object. And X-rays give spectacular pictures of the hottest part of the sun's atmosphere. But ultraviolet light is the choice for ESA's SOHO mission. A battery of ultraviolet telescopes aboard SOHO explores the sun's corona from its far outer regions down to its base. At the radiant surface of the sun, the temperature is less than 6,000 degrees, but it soars to more than 1,000,000 degrees high in the corona. Hot regions boil up like thunderstorms and create differences in temperature and density from place to place. No one really knows what superheats the corona, but the surge in temperature begins at the top of a shallow, colorful region, the chromosphere. This mysterious transition zone radiates shortwave ultraviolet light. The Extreme Ultraviolet Imaging Telescope in SOHO is the work of French, Belgian and American scientists. The image builds up on a silicon chip divided into 1,000,000 picture elements. One part of the telescope is coated to pick out rays emitted at 60,000 degrees. A rotating mask selects other parts, favoring emissions produced at 1,000,000 degrees or higher, farther out in the corona. Each part of the telescope reveals a different environment. In regions that seem most interesting, an instrument called SUMER can select the ultraviolet wavelengths more precisely. Made in Germany with help from French, Swiss and American scientists, it has a grating to split the rays into a spectrum, while a tilting mirror selects the lines for examination. Shifts in the lines measure the rapid motions in the region examined. A broadened line gives an impression of turbulence. Comparisons between pairs of lines can gauge the density of the source. By scanning across the sun, SUMER builds up images strip by strip. Its chief target is the inner part of the corona, down to the transition zone. Hotter regions in the corona can yield their secrets to SOHO's Coronal Diagnostic Spectrometer, which splits the shortest wavelengths by letting the rays graze a grating. Scientists in the United Kingdom developed this instrument in collaboration with colleagues from Germany, the USA, Switzerland, France, Norway and Italy. Scanning small squares on the sun, it makes observations similar to SUMER's. There's more emphasis on measuring small-scale variations in density in the corona by comparing intensities at different wavelengths. The ultraviolet telescopes in SOHO should reveal how the writhing magnetic atmosphere of the sun achieves its 1,000,000-degree temperatures and how it expels the particles of the solar wind into space.